Oopsie. Hi Capricorn, let's take a look at what they can't get over. This has been very interesting because it could either be where someone's got their arms folded and they're just like, I'm not budging, that I'll die on this hill. Or it's someone that's still smitten that is like, this is, you know, this is why you're special to them, that sort of thing, what they just can't seem to find in someone else. So it's been pretty interesting. Anyway, hi. So this is your reading for September 20th through October 19th. Everything else you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Check out, I almost said Jane Wicca, no. Check out Solari Tarot. Much love and support to him. Show him some love and support yourself if you like what he has to say. His link is in the description box below. And this is intended for a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Capricorn, what can't they get over? Either somebody's mad as hell, or they're just like still, it's been a decade or years, but they're still missing a certain thing about you. Can't they get over? Two of Swords, Justice, Magician, Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, Temperance, Death, and the Emperor. Holy cow. Lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana out of 8. So this is pretty darn significant. This is somebody from your past, or this is someone that you have a very strong, meaningful connection with that has been very influential or pivotal, dare I say transformational in your life, very important in your life, good or bad. This is someone that you have quite the history with, that's been very important to you. Right. All right, so what's this Two of Cups about? So we got hold on a minute. We got 2 2s, 2 2s, 2 4s, right? Yes, 2 2s, 2 4s, 3 2s, 2 4s. So is this about commitment? Is this about things finally, I almost feel like it's about reconciliation and things being back to the way they were or being stabilized again. Huh. All right. Hold on a minute. What's this Justice about? You know, I feel like they're hearing from their friends or family that this isn't a good idea, but do they want it? Is this someone that wants, and so they're confused, so they're just like, okay, there's no movement or anything, but they secretly want a reconciliation, or they want things to be better between you two, but they're hearing all kinds of advice from people, friends, family, whatever, that it's a no-fly zone. Like, what? Okay. What's this Justice about? Let's do that. What's this Justice about? Could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries. We got Judgment there. So this is, I mean, this could be a legal issue. We got the Emperor and we got Justice and Judgment. So this could be waiting on court decisions. This could be a vindictive ex. This could be somebody that's kind of just not being very cooperative. But why? What's this Two of Cups about? 10 of Pentacles. What's this Magician about? 10 of Swords. Oof. 8 of Swords. What's this 8 of Swords about? Knight of Swords. What's Temperance about? Ace of Wands. Death card about. 8 of Cups. Wow. Huh. So this is someone that's got, are they like kind of got a lot going on in their lives? Because this is someone that is, I don't know, it's like they're involved with you and someone else. What's this Emperor about? Hold on. What's this Emperor about? It's busy. It's busy in there. It is busy. What's this Emperor about? 5 of Swords. So I think this is someone that at the end of the day, they want you to, they are waging war because you either broke up with them or you left them. And this very well could be in the courts. This could be a separation, and we're dealing with somebody that's being pretty petty and vindictive. But this is also someone who, they're just not, they don't really have a sense of what they want now, so they're kind of reacting a lot. They're kind of just lashing out. They're kind of just they're doing whatever they're doing to try to maintain or get out in front of the situation, to maintain control, because that's what they're having a problem with, is the fact that you were the one to end it, or you left, or you were the one that they feel betrayed and abandoned. And I think they feel, I think it highlights their sense of feeling out of control because they feel like this happened to them and it was your fault that it happened, aka you broke up, you left, you're the one that ruined this. So this is someone that I don't think they can get over you leaving them. I think this is someone that is I don't know, it kind of knocked them for a loop, and they've been scrambling ever since, and they just want to get where they feel back in control of things. And I feel like they've got a lot going on, not in a good way with their family anyway. Like they've got a really, and I'm talking about extended family. I'm talking about like and a whole other relationship with kids and all that. There's a lot going on with their extended family, and it's almost like secretly they just wish this was like 6 months beyond them, but or there's 6 months after this, but this is someone that is just feeling like they've got miles and miles to go before they're over this or before they're through it. Like this is someone that just really wishes it was 6 to 9 months ahead to where they were much more distanced from this with you. And I think this is someone that is waiting to see what your next move is before they decide what their next move is. And at this point, this is someone that is acting out of anger and they're being vindictive. They're not, like, emotions are not playing a part in it right now, although they do wish that they weren't hurting, because there is a sadness there. But I think the minute they start to feel that sadness, they kind of, a frenzy kicks in and they want to get out there and do this or have this, like it's this, they don't like feeling about this. So they're kind of reactionary about this. And I think this is someone that I don't think they feel like they could ever trust again or trust you again. But to be fair, I'm not sure that they were the most stable, trusting person beforehand. But certainly in this situation, they're for as busy and as kind of as they are, they're still wishing that they were just in this peaceful clearing, like, 9 months from now. Like things were just fine. Everything was calm. But the way they've been handling it is not going to get it there. They're doing things that are kind of perpetuating them having to deal with you about something. I don't know what it is, but this is someone that they're kind of getting in their own way. Instead of just stopping, feeling the disappointment and sadness, they don't want that. So it's like they stir up drama, and then they sit there and wish for, I wish it was 9 months from now when all this was just behind me. And it's like, it could be right now, but you keep stirring up drama. You are the one that keeps lashing out and it's like, this is all them. And I don't think they see it that way. But so they're looking to you to find out what your next move is, but only so they can counteract it or cause drama somehow. This is not someone that at this time wants resolution. They want the fight because deep down they feel betrayed and they're hurt. So this is someone that is having a problem with, this could be someone that wants a reconciliation with you or wants you to see things how they see things and you don't, and therefore it's unfair in their mind. Like, therefore this is unfair and I'm betrayed because they didn't want the reconciliation. They didn't see things the way I did. They don't hold me blameless. Like, this could be someone punishing you for the way you view them or see them, for falling out of love with them, for not choosing them, for breaking up this stable, happy home, But they won't admit that, So they lash out and they cause drama because if they don't get to move on, if they're still hurting inside, then you don't get to move on. You know what I mean? It's not just like that. It can be like, okay, let's just cut our losses and I'll go over here and nurse wounds and you don't ever see me again. It's like, no, you don't get to, like, in order for me to win, you have to lose. Do you know what I mean? It can't just be like, okay, win-win or leave me alone. No, I don't feel like I've won unless you're suffering because you made me suffer. And now I want you to hurt. That's what this feels like. That's what this whole thing feels like. And they don't want resolution. They want the fight right now. They're not ready for resolution. So while they might wax poetic, you might hear about them saying, oh gosh, I just wish this. They don't. No. Because the minute there's like an olive branch or some kind of way, it's not good enough because really what they want is the relationship back. but they've also got a lot going on with their family, or like it just feels like there's this whole other, like they're getting some kind of like a lot of pressure, or there's drama with their extended family also. So again, not the most stable of people you're dealing with here. Just a lot of busyness in their life. Let's put it that way. All right. I was going to flip the yes or no coin, but clearly this is a no. As far as should you further involve yourself with this person, that's going to be a no. This is not this is someone that just kind of needs to be left to do what they do and not involve you, because this is they're out for, they're just in a really vindictive way right now. That's for Capricorn. And you know, it's funny because this is someone that's finding it hard to move on, even though they're doing everything, they're lashing out and they're kind of making it worse for themselves because they're just really handling this poorly, and it's really driving you away. It's not making you pity or have, you know, but, so it's like maybe they're just going for broke now that they know they screwed themselves over out of a second chance. They're really just, but this is not someone that wants cooperation. They want vindication. They're having a hard time letting go. What else for Capricorn? Both of them. Grief. So probably, I don't think I see family, it feels like family is all around them. And this is someone that they're trying to show their family how strong they are, and it's fine, and we're just waiting for this, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to do, because you two still have something unsettled between you two. I don't know if it's property, I don't know if this is a divorce, but you're still connected or bound to each other somehow. And they're probably trying to seem all proud and like they got this. They could even be involved with somebody else. Like this could be I know I said earlier this isn't about someone else having a family, but you know what? This could be, I mean, we got the Two of Cups and the Pentacles here too. That could be their relationship already up and running with someone else. Not what they had with you, but this, so that if they've got that, they're still squabbling with you. Why? Because of grief. This is someone who has a hard time letting go of something. This is someone that can't really ever let go of anything. I wouldn't be surprised if they were a hoarder. If they just kept certain things, like if they just had piles and piles of things that they hadn't used or wanted for years or anything, but it's just too hard to let things go. They have a hard time letting go. So their way of processing or dealing with grief is lashing out instead of sitting with it and kind of just enduring it and letting it pass and processing it and all that. They don't do that. If they feel something unfavorable, it's someone else's fault immediately, and drama. And there's no convincing them otherwise. That's why it's like, oh, it's best just to, nope. This person it looks like you can't reason with them. They're in like the fourth quadrant of stress. What else for Capricorn? So for as much drama as they're keeping kind of alive with you, they also have another, like they've got there's a full situation here. Either extended family or even their own family. Like they could be involved with somebody else. This could have been a long ago situation, you know, quite possibly a divorce, because we've got the judge, justice, and judgment here, legal issues and systems and all that. So this could be long since over, but they're still grieving it, and they're still wanting to punish you for that, even though they may very well be involved with someone else. What else for Capricorn? At the end of the day, it's because you didn't choose them, you didn't want them back, you betrayed them somehow, that they weren't able to control you, that you walked away, and that's just unacceptable because it wasn't their idea. And because it wasn't their idea, therefore you did it to them. And they're shocked and they're betrayed and they're hurt and they just can't get over it. And drama, because you have to be punished for making me feel surprised and shocked and not being in control. You have to be punished for reminding me of my own fallibility, you know, or infallibility, whatnot. All right. The Devil. Well, if that doesn't paint a picture, this could be, this also is Capricorn. But this is a situation that it probably has been dragging on and on for you, and has taking forever, because as soon as you two start to near the finish line, they don't want that. It's about you not being settled. Even though they have a full life and you two have been over, and they have a full life over here. They've got other things going on, extended family, probably seeing someone else and engaged or married, but they're keeping this connection alive for some reason. They just, I don't know, God forbid you have your own mind, or you just didn't, I don't know, they're just really, you don't get to move on because they can't. So that's what it is. Wow, good gracious. What else for Capricorn? What's for Capricorn? Queen of Wands reversed. Ooh, hell hath no fury. This could be male or female. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So this could be Aries, but this is somebody that is on the war path. And it's not about being inclusive and everybody working together and resolution and moving on and moving forward and a zest for life. This is someone who is staying stuck. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Stuck in the past and is right now is in a very vindictive place, is probably being very demanding, quite the diva, very loud about the injustice that was done to them, and I want this and that, and somebody who is not the most stable or in kind of in a problem-solving way. Like, they're not somebody that's looking for resolution. This is someone that wants to fight, that wants to be heard, that is, you know, would yell at the top of their lungs given the chance, or not, they'll do it anyway. Could be male or female, but this is just someone that is not wanting to cooperate. They want what they want, and they want it their way, and they're going to get it, and they're being demanding, and, you know, very aggressive person that does not want, that is just, is stuck on how they feel, and is demanding, and petty, and controlling. Yowza. Things are not moving forward because they're making sure that it won't. Because at the end of the day, they feel betrayed. Hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. Holy cow. In this case, it could be man or woman. But this is somebody who's still very angry and just... But I have to say that it doesn't... Okay, so there's this component of them being vindictive about it. But it kind of feels like this was kind of who they were before this event happened with you. So it might be that they're saying, well, you know, I'm just this way because this happened with this person. But I kind of feel like this was their character before you and this person got involved. Like, this is just kind of who they are, a very kind of volatile, intense person that can be very petty at times. Holy cow. All right. I hope this was helpful, Capricorn. I'm sorry. I don't feel like they're going to slow down anytime soon. They're not until this abates. I mean, this is and the thing is about this situation, it's not just the grief that you caused them. This is someone who has a hard time letting go of any, like I said. So this could be that there was a lot of stuff in the past, not even related to you, like, you know, from childhood or from adolescence, or issues with parents or siblings or whatever from their past that has nothing to do with you, but it damaged them, it wounded them, and they haven't gotten over that. And so this is someone that still hasn't processed that grief. So everybody else is having to pay for reminding them of that, or you know what I mean? This is someone who's got to deal with some stuff. All right. Okay, so they've got a lot to get over. It's not just you. Is that they've got stuff from their past, from when, like from their childhood, they need to deal with. Past trauma, which is very unfortunate because that's just, oof, that they need, just need to take a good look at that. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you are able to find peace. I wish your person peace also. It's a tough spot to be in. Hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.